squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And Gresham's got it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
I remember when Laramie Tunsil was coming out of Mississippi and I was evaluating him for the draft in 2016. Ended up writing down a description that I tended to like, and I'm going to use it here now. He's got feet like a receiver. He's got a body like an offensive lineman and hands like a boxer. Put it all together, you got a heck of an offensive lineman.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big completion there on third and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So now the Bills offense onto the field for their first crack at it. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Allen able to find John Brown. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, his pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. Two not to miss to close out Week 6. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Drake. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now a play fake here on first down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way as a quarterback.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And after working on it all week, they're able to punch it in from the goal line.
Nothing like good preparation and even better execution.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To the air, Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Fitzpatrick. And throw right side complete to Parker.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Fitzpatrick again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mike, check 55, Mike. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen, and that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give them a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Allen finds Croft as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
After review of the play, the rating on the field is reversed.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
What's up, man?
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but
I'm playing the computer on this dude. This is cheating,
this
man.
big defensive lineman will
This
take
is
the
fucking
bait
cheating.
and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the grab by Cross.
Yeah, but my quarterback, I've tried to, but I'm 11 for 22 with the interception because he cannot hit an open man.
Not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Oh, you've been watching my whole game?
His third touchdown now on
You see all the times like he'll underthrow, overthrow, and then Miami can break all these tackles, and Fitzpatrick can hit every single fucking open man.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know,
I can't stop him. No matter what I do, I cannot stop him.
Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Yeah, but he has his offensive line is like 60 overall and above and below, and they're fucking holding my guys up.
To get points on the board last time, they had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost got to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Gresham's making one-arm catches and shit.
Feel good about that, and they got to make sure they love him up because he's.
I'm just saying before, if you're watching earlier.
That offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Fitzpatrick again. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play.
Yeah, but I could have went on 4th down a couple times, but I punted it.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field
goal. People are watching, so I don't know if I'm not trying to break any rules as a new guy.
On the return, it's White. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football.
I'm glad you're actually seeing what I'm seeing right now, because this is ridiculous right now.
They get set to take over here. They had to go
absolutely ridiculous.
Last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. I call that play a success. A nice inside.
This is where Josh Allen's been missing a lot this game. Look at this!
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh my God! I've been dealing with this all game.
For about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory.
What the fuck?
My bad. I'm gonna get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary.
So I can't go for it right now.
Extra paper. I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of
and this dude on our one league who has the Packers, like, I had no problem against his CPU. Well, you got fucking Aaron Rodgers, dude.
There's a time to force it. He felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yes, they did. I got Aaron Rodgers on my team.
There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
I get it, but none of y'all play with Josh Rosen for 2 games.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs. And
what is this shit?
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Look at this.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills.
Yeah, I'm simming every CPU game from now on. I'm not playing them.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute.
I'm going to lose my playoff spot now because of this shit.
You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it.
3 and 2.
That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
We play to win. Let's go.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And with this
why they have on the CPU and all Madden anyways? That's dumb. You know it's like cheating.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense.
It got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
If I can't run the ball, I'm pretty much SOL.
The length of the football field. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't
if it hits the open man.
2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards.
Like how is the offense and the CPU like Fitzpatrick hitting everybody, throwing it perfectly? Come on, man! Like, get out of here.
Make sure you save it for that
what the?
Exact moment, that key time.
He throws it behind him.
Although you and I both know it wasn't
planned that way.
But what a nice
I've been dealing with this all
using his
game.
eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone?
That's a touchdown.
Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Allen now on the sneak.
What?
He won't be close to a 1st down as he runs
Oh
into
my God! What are they doing to me?
On the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm
I
going
know this
for
is your
it.
spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Whatever, dude.
Like you
Come
said,
on.
down on the
This is.
scoreboard, and
I'm about to
remember here,
quit.
a field
Fuck
goal
this.
virtually does them no good. They try the sneak,
No.
but not a push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
This is dumb. How can the CPU be this fucking good?
Fitzpatrick caught right
Look at
side.
this! They're not even fucking. He's dodging everything I throw. Look at it. 18 for 25 for 263. That is fake.
Up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air.
Get out of here, man.
Run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick out.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield.
Oh, Josh Allen is so ass, man. He cannot hit anybody.
That's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Allen and the Bills.
Can I run no huddle now or no?
At their own 23. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I got to score and go for 2, huh?
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throw there, but
it's funny how all the defensive linemen knew I was throwing a screen and they didn't even go after my guy. That's funny.
A lot of congestion in the middle of the field.
This like button inputting shit is ridiculous.
I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida.
Like, how do you know exactly where I'm going to be every single time?
Pick up there, move the chains. Well, they have had
no
answer to this.
Yeah, it should not be an all Madden because that's like there's no way Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to throw the way he's throwing.
You know they're going to go back to him
Catch
for
it.
the game that he's been having.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary.
What are you doing?
And making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
I gotta go for 2.
On the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's
3-4.
better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready. And, a crusher.
And he throws it fucking behind him, dude.
Picked off by the linebacker.
They didn't count my touchdown.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but
no, they didn't. I was down 8.
This is a great play here defensively.
And I scored. I should be down 2.
And that could be enough.
Hold up. No. They called a touchdown.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And that is dumb.
We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess.
Yeah, game's over.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Only 10 seconds left. It's over.
Right back to Dre. And he's able to get out to the 32.
No, they called it a touchdown. Oh, my God, dude.
From the 32 now. Here's
they didn't even tell me it was reversed. I'm going back to the video. Hold on.
I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league.
I'm going back to the video.